welcome to my new series, The Race to Home Island. So, this is story mode. I've played Niche for a long time, so I know what to do. I'm doing this downstairs on my dad's computer, and I hope you enjoy. So, I just moved Adam, because he needed to check if he could walk, and time to pass the day. He's a little bigger now, and it's time to pick some food. We don't want him to starve. Starving can cause a lot of damage, and it's time to pass another night. I want to collect a little more food and then head out. Eve, spoilers, will appear, an adult with one day into her adulthood. And Adam's at the port. I should have did one more berry batch. I could have. And this mouse isn't as good used to be, so I have to use Q and E to rotate my camera. And I'm going to see if I can gather some nesting material. And it's time to leave Swamp Island. So we've got a new island, the classic island you first come to. Let's see what Adam can smell and hear. No, Eve, just yet. Okay, there she is. Gills. I don't like gills. Let's see. She did end up appearing with gills, which I'm a little sad about. Oh, looks like she found a berry bush. Oh, but she has heat body and claw. So this is Eve, and looks like she has a recessive bat snout. I really want to breed the gills out, but I want these poison fangs. So I'm going to leave them be and instead fill her mutation menu with, she's going to always pass down, instead of her webbed hind legs, she's going to pass down on normal hind legs, because I want my creatures to be adapted for land. And Adam looks like he needs to pass down sight. I tend to like, if I don't want a gene, I tend to like fill the mutation menu up with the favored gene proportionally. So since he has one short-sighted eyes, I usually just give him one eyes. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to see if there's anything else interesting. And I think, let's see. I really want his children to just be healthy. So I'm going to have Eve mate, and tomorrow they can find a nest. Great, she's really slow because she doesn't have her body doesn't provide any movement. So I'm going to migrate them to a new island as fast as I can. And since Adam's a lot faster, I can have him collect that mold. And Eve's on the port, so Adam can collect some grass and pop down here. Try to this. Eve's probably like well, this is a journey, and so they're gonna travel. Yeah, any animals who are outside of that will be lost forever. But hopefully, they'll find a nice new island. And I'm going to have her nest in the regrowing grass, just so they can hide their baby a bit from any danger. And look at that, their first dot otter. I think I'm going to name her, let's see, raspberry lemonade. I don't like raspberry, and I'm not the biggest fan of lemonade, but I've heard of raspberry lemonade, and her coloration just makes me think of that. So that's what her name is going to be. And Eve, you can pop out of the nest and get ready for another child. This seems like a fairly sheltered grotto, Adam. So you guys would be going to this port. You always want to go to the north port, or I believe this is the eastern port. Wait, can you guys see my mouse? I'm not sure. But anyway, the port to the left, the right, I'm pretty sure it's the eastern port. I always mess up with left and right. Do not trust me to get left and right correct. And so, raspberry lemonade, let's take a look at her genetics. And she has B and G immunity. I want some home island immunity. We need home island immunity if we want to be able to get to home island. So we're gonna breed until we've got until we've got a breeding pair and home island immunity. And there's plenty of moles over here, so Adam can hunt and provide for his family. And I bet they're happy about that. And look at this little guy. I'm gonna name him Pumice because he reminds me of a volcanic eruption, and looks like caps on was on. And I did not mean for that to happen. But sometimes I accidentally click caps on when I don't mean to. Oh, and Eve. I bet this family is very happy, and oh, we have a whole line of moles. That's fun. And they both inherited Adam's poison fangs as their dominant genetic. Let's see. What did Pumice get? He also got recessive gills. I really do not like those gills. They appear everywhere, and you can't even smell with them, okay? You can't smell at all. See? Yep. She's right next to it, but she can't smell it at all. Poison fangs, they don't have very good sense of smell, but at least they can smell. We really do have a whole line of moles. Look at that. Raspberry lemonade. And she's starting to help her father hunt. And a third little daughter. And I don't know what to name her, so I think I'm going to need suggestions in the comments. I would love some suggestions comments, and we still have no home island immunity. We've got to keep breeding it until we have that, in my opinion. So Adam, looks like there's not enough to repair the nest, so you and your kids, you're going to start collecting nesting material for Eve, but then again, she can always use this nest. It's right next to a bunny burrow. And raspberry lemonade is all grown up, and Mianara, who needs a name, is going to move a scooch over there. And Pumice has plenty of nuts to collect. Let's see. Yes, the mole has moved. And fresh prey. I have a feeling raspberry lemonade is going to be a bit of a hunter because she's been helping her dad over on this side, anticipating when they're going to leave. And let's see if we finally get home island. Yes, Len May has home immunity, and I am going to name her Destiny, actually, or is there a better name? Let's see. I'm gonna name her. I'm just gonna name her Destiny, because I bet her parents are getting a little on in years. Yep, they are, and she's their fourth child, currently their last child, and she just, let's see if she can mate with Pumice. She cannot. That means she needs a brother. I thought I gave you, wait, is it independent? That would be annoying. Let's see, does Yanara, no. Pumice, no. Raspberry lemonade, no. But she does have a short-sighted eye, even though I gave Adam normal eyes. So I guess that means there's more to it than that. Never knew, I guess. I've always just had my mutation menus more mixed and never paid attention. And Mianara really reminds me of something somewhere, but I can't think of it. So I'm gonna want comments for her name. And yep, she is a healthy. They all have recessive. They all have recessive heat body. Sorry, I stutter a lot. And I'm also happy that Mianara has this claw. Her siblings don't claw. She inherited it from her. All her other siblings have a single running paw and a nimble fingers. Hi, Peaceful Bear. His family needs food too, though. And it's been a while since they've hunted, but they're all clustered around the wool spots. And Pumice is all grown up, and I feel like the kids are getting antsy. This island is still fairly small, so I'm going to start moving them towards the portal. Oh, Adam's going to stay here to collect berries, and Eve is going to hop back on her nest and try to have another baby. And Miyanako, I think I'm going to name her Ash, based on her, since she looks so similar to her brother. So Ash it is, or maybe there's a better name. I'm going to do Cinder. She has a claw, she has home island immunity. Can she mate with Pumice? No, she cannot. You guys you're not having much success with your kids, you know. And there's a grass piece you can collect. And you guys, Raspberry Lemonade's the oldest, so it's going to be easiest for her to move on. I think Destiny and Mianara are going to clear the grass a bit. And Pumice is just a really good nutcracker, so I've been having him crack all these nuts. And, you know, this is less kids than are possible for, or the start of, for a female and male the same age to have, but I wanted to get them moving a bit before they moved on. And we've got a nice clear path, and we have a stranger named Lemmy, and she doesn't have very good genetics, nothing that I would want to invite into the tribe. She even shares A immunity with us, even if she does have heat body and lean body, which both have their perks. But we're trying to avoid webbed feet, and she also has a snout, which is never very attractive, even if it means they're less likely to get by predators, and it's not harmful except to appearance. See, but she also has recessive failure. Normal fertility is fine. But hemophilia is a bad idea. They need to be licked for the bleeding to stop, so you cannot have Terry if they have dominant hemophilia. And males, they only have, and they can't have recessive blood genes. There's just no gene there. So if a male, a male child of her were to, if she passed down hemophilia and offspring and the baby ended up being a male, the male would automatically be have hemophilia. Yeah, also she has blind and short-sighted eyes, so I don't think it's a good idea to invite her to the tribe, at least not as a breeder, and I kind of want to save our food. No, then again, but Pumice has the A immunity. He's our only male, and he shares that with her, and he doesn't have home island immunity, so we currently have no use for inviting her into the tribe, and I just realized that how I can figure out mates, so I am going to do that once I clear a little more of this grass. Collecting nesting material will be good for the pack and my cinder. So Pumice is currently our only male, so he gets to choose from all his sisters to breed with. Yes, in niche it's okay to inbreed. Just try to avoid having them have the same immunity genes. So let's see. He has A. Let's see who doesn't have A. Raspberry Lemonade does not have A, but I bet she has G. She does have G. So he currently does not have a suitable mate. That would never result, that their offspring would never result in sickly children. Let's see, Eve. You sure have had a lot of pink babies. And oh look, it looks like Cinder can hunt for the first time. I don't think Destiny liked that, and they have poison fangs, so now she is poisoned, and she's also bleeding apparently, so she will take a fair bit of damage over time. Oh, there's also, looks like she has albinism inactive, but I never thought albinos look very cool, so I tend not to try to acquire that gene. Besides, I want them to be fairly purebred. But let's see. I think I'm gonna name this little one Hope. Hope and Destiny. Those are cool names in my opinion. And Pumice, you cannot mate with Hope. Okay, you guys are really unsuccessful with the baby having. And we have to resort to extreme measures. And I bet Nara wishes her brother would have let her do that. And Raspberry Lemonade, as the eldest of the siblings, is just sticking around, keeping an eye on all of them. And as for Adam and Eve, they really are. They're just a few days away from death. Awesome. I'm gonna name this little guy, I think, Lightning. Sorry, I cannot spell for the life of me. So we've got Lightning, and both Hope and Destiny have A immunity. You guys are really unsuccessful with the babies. You know that, right? So Eve, you can pop into this nest and dig at the ground a little bit maybe. And Adam can pop back over here. But, let's see. Yeah. Yes, no, I didn't spell Lightning right. I have to fix his name. Seriously, don't trust me to spell stuff right, okay? Just don't. And let's see, so far they've had 7 kids. They can have 2 more, so they'll have 9 kids in total if push comes to shove. And we might have to do a harem, or not, I have no idea. But Cinder, let's get you closer to the port. Oh, why did I move Hope away? That's gonna take her longer to get back, but right now we have a fair amount of food, so we're mainly collecting nesting material, it seems. Oh, I think me and Nara would be like, take that, Bush. I think she's a little bit rebellious, and they know they're leaving soon, so why not destroy as many bushes as is possible. B and G, A and G. Okay, me and Nara, looks like it's your cue to obliterate this mole. Just saying. They need the food. They need the food. The fud. We like to say that when we're feeding my kitty, because apparently there was this old comic my parents read that where a dog was trying to trick a cat into I think going into a dryer, or probably almost certainly to destroy the cat, and he was going, oh please, and it said cat fud this way, I think, and so that is funny. It's funny, but yeah. And let's work at this bush, see if we can, yes, there, and we can get pumice onto the island. We might want to bring a few males. Please, crossing my fingers. A, immunity. And lightning and pumice should have identical. So, let's see if we can still. So, oh, I forgot to name Anarazi. I'm gonna name her Rose, because Rose has thorns, and she's pink like certain roses, but she has claws, so a rose has thorns, and she is very pretty. And I've not named Anna, and I feel like I've also seen this contrast before. Where have I seen this? But I think I'm going to name her Dusty, actually. I don't know, but her gray fur reminds me of the dust you would find in a house, and then her pinkish fur actually reminds me makes me think of the Australian outback. So, and then I thought the Australian outback is dusty, so dusty it is. But I would love for you guys to comment some names, and we've got to start moving the keys. But we've got Hope and Destiny, so they'll be our home island immunity carriers. We also need Lightning as a spare male. I feel like Raspberry Lemonade as the oldest would be good to bring, but I think she might stay with her younger siblings on this island, and just grab this fruit to ensure the safe travels of her pack mates. And it looks like they're heading out. Wait, let's see if we can get. So A and G, they might have A in this. So we've got hopefully a home island and A, or a E and home island, or a G and A. And the worst there, hopefully A. So let's see if we can find someone with B. Wait, no, they can't leave. They need Rose. They need Rose or Raspberry Lemonade or not Dusty. So they actually have to wait. Let's see. And I think I'll take Rose. She's a lot younger than Raspberry Lemonade. Oh, Bunnels. Oh, Bunnels. And I am going to have them leave. I wish I could have Dusty destroy her bird's nest, but she cannot. And we have a bee carrier, and off we go. So I think I'm gonna have Lightning and Rose. Lightning and Rose both work on making sure there's a bee in there somewhere. And So let us travel. And let's see what this new island is all about. Hopefully we can actually get some offspring that can breed with each other. That was very unlucky, I feel. So let's get you started, Destiny, with nesting. We need to collect food and nesting material. And it looks like Cinder will have to remove all these beaches. Would they make a error? I guess we do need more. We need to make sure we have a home island immunity, but I think she would be like, see ya, sucker, because I'm a weirdo and so I imagine these sort of things. And let's see if we can collect this clamshell, and then Leonara can destroy that leech. And they still only have 8 nesting material, so they either need to move on, like continue on their journey, or just go. And let's see. This would make a good nesting site if we have enough nesting material, which it seems we do. So Destiny, and then let's find Rose and Lightning, and you are going to continue this way and see if you guys can find a place to raise a family. And oh, you got yourself bleached. So it looks like me and Nara will have to lick your wound and pick the leech off, and you guys can work together to defeat this Krabbit. Yes, twins. Let's see if either of them is sickly. Leave us alone, Memmy. Oh, you're about to die, so I guess that would count us alone. But we have Lerno, and we have Revis, and they both they both are identical twins when it comes to immunity. Even if they're not identical, they would have to be the same biological gender. I don't say the actual word because I know it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. Sorry. And she reminds me of a forest and also something red. So I think I am going to call her Red Panda. And really, I'm going to run out of names before you know it, so, I would love name suggestions. And I think I'm going to wrap up the video soon, if that's alright with y'all. And let's see, I think I'm going to name him Dune, after his aunt, which they left behind, whose name was Dusty. He reminds me of Sand, and then he has that same gray fur that reminds me of Dusty. And they ended up all of them ended up inheriting their mother's mask instead of their father's stripes for their dominant pattern, and it seems that is continuing with these two. Though they have slightly different genetic material. And so I'm gonna, Red Panda, you are going to have this in here, so hopefully you do not pass on those. Let's see, do you need anything to see on? Okay, looks like Dune still carries heat body. Okay, where are you, Pumice? Let's get another batch in the oven, and just die already, sorry, but I think they are we stick together and don't let outsiders in. I could see that because we're always hostile to something. You're often hostile to something that looks different from you. whether it just be a variation in your species or whether they may just be a variation in your species or a completely different species. But so there can be that kind of discrimination, though I'm not saying that is fair, because you're of the same species, or if you're a different species, of course you're probably competing, though there are symbiotic relationships that are not parasitical. There are parasitical symbiotic relationships where one species benefits more from another, but this video is getting long, so I think I am going to wrap it up. I really hope you all enjoyed just me talking about what I am playing, and I hope you'll enjoy this new series. So, I am gonna say goodbye. Bye.